Hi guys, Manny here with Hillside Honda, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the 2011 Honda Accord Coupe EXL. Now, when you think about a coupe, you think about a sports car, and when you think about a sports car, what do you think? You think sexiness, you think stylishness, and you think performance. That's why this Accord Coupe is fantastic for those of you looking for a sports coupe. And you know what? It's got that legendary Honda value and reliability. So you don't sacrifice performance for durability and dependability. You still get that in there. First thing I want to show you guys is the redesign for 2011. They changed the front ends of the vehicle to make it a bit more aggressive. And I really like the styling on the vehicle. If you notice, take a look at the front end of the car. They sloped the nose a little bit more to make it seem a little bit more aggressive. Last year was a little bit more angular. This year they redefined it a little bit more, and I really like the way it looks. You got that really nice chrome accent, which last year just wasn't there. If you really saw it last year, it just wasn't there. And this is fantastic, because I think it adds a level of sportiness and luxury. And again, you know what? Amazing look. And again, you got that bold Honda emblem, which I love, just stands out. Toward the nose, you can see here, they actually have integrated fog lamps. And the integrated fog lamps are nice because you can just install them. They're already pre-wired, and it's actually minimal installation. So it's really, really nice. Now, if you take a look underneath the hood, first thing you're going to notice is that it's a very open compartment for the engine. And it's nice because this car actually comes in two different engine sizes. The first engine size is a 2.4 liter engine with 190 horsepower, and that's the 4-cylinder engine. And you can also get this in a 3.5 liter V6 engine with 270 horsepower. And that's really great, because when you think a sports car, you think performance, and that's definitely performance in there. But you know what? You also don't sacrifice safety or dependability on a vehicle like this. You have standard safety features such as ABS with vehicle stability assist. So when you're going fast, you might be going fast, you're always going to know that if you need to stop, you can trust on a Honda to stop you with those ABS brakes. And on top of that, you know, standard things like clear receptacles lets you always know if you have to refill something, whether it's your windshield wiper fluids, your brake fluid, or just checking your engine oil. All those things are really easily distinguishable. So if you just need to check your engine oil, it's marked. It's right there. Just take a look at it, and you always know where you're at with this vehicle. Let me show you a couple of other things. If you notice on the side of the vehicle, it's got a great angle to it. The car looks like it's ready to attack you, and I really like that. If you really notice it, it just breathes, I'm a performance car. From your 17-inch alloy wheels, and on the 6-cylinder, this would actually be a little bit different. You'd actually have 18-inch wheels, make it a little bit bolder, a little bit more aggressive, but I still think that even on the 4-cylinder, it looks fantastic. And again, they're alloys, they're performance-oriented, so they're a tad lighter and more durable than just regular wheel covers or steel wheels. And that's great. Because again, you know what? It's a coupe and it's luxurious, so it's going to be great. If you notice this also, something that a lot of coupes don't have are breakaway mirrors. And that's cool about this, because this is actually a breakaway mirror. And the nice thing about a breakaway mirror is that if somebody hits you, it'll break away. Either side, whether somebody's coming from this side, it'll break away toward this angle. Somebody's breaking away on this side, same thing. So it's really nice because you don't have to go out and buy a new mirror every single time somebody knocks your mirror over. Especially if you live in New York, you know what I'm talking about. Toward the side of the vehicle, you have a reinforced steel beam. And the reinforced steel beam is great because in the event of a side impact collision, it's going to protect the occupants inside the vehicle. Take a look inside. This is actually really easy to get in and out of, and that's one of the things that I like about a coupe like this. Just press this right here, and it'll slide forward. And you still have a really nice sized back seat. So for those of you that used to complain of having to put your friends in the back, and they were like, oh my God, it's too tight back there, not at all. This is actually a very, very big back seat. And you know what? Your friends are going to be comfortable in there, especially if you're going out on a date or partying or whatever have you. It's going to be great. Take a look at this. I'm going to show you some stuff on the back end of the vehicle. They also redesigned the lights, the rear tail lights. And you know, before, it would actually just kind of blend into the car itself. This year, they made it stand out a little bit more. And it accents the rear end of the vehicle and brings it out a little bit more. And again, it makes it a little bit wider, a little bit more aggressive looking, and that's really what you want to go for in a coupe like this. So it's going to be great. Your friends, your family, they're going to love the styling on that type of vehicle. Take a look at the back end of the vehicle. On the back end of the vehicle, you see the way the angle kind of slopes down, and that's a really, really nice feature because it makes it very aerodynamic, and at the same time, it enhances just how sporty the car really is. You can actually get, on the 6-cylinder, it's a standard spoiler right here. And that's really nice. It's a lip spoiler, so it just extends it a little bit more. It makes it look a little bit nicer. Now, toward the interior of the vehicle, I'm going to show you some neat stuff. And this is all standard equipment on this vehicle. So again, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck on this car. The first thing that I want you to notice is, maybe you can't tell from this angle, but you actually have standard power door locks, power windows, and power mirrors. And that's already standard on the vehicle. It's not an extra feature, it's not an extra cost, it's just standard on the car. And you know what? Again, value, value, value. That's what Honda's about. Here, you're gonna have your audio controls mounted on the steering wheel, as well as your cruise control mounted on the steering wheel. And you know, you may ask, well, what good is that? Well, now you don't actually have to toggle around with messing around with the dash or having to switch something with your hands, you know, on the dash. Keep your hands on the wheel and just, you know, up and down, forward and back, whichever way you may want to go. And it's pretty nice because once you have your presets in there for the radio, you don't have to, you know, actually find them. You just toggle through the channels, and that's nice. On top of that, your cruise control is already mounted on the steering wheel, so it's not like there's an extra button back here. Just keep your hands on the wheel and, you know, just press set or cancel, and you can, you know, do either way. So if you're on a long highway trip and you don't want to keep your foot on the gas, that's a really nice and easy way to do that. On top of that, you also have the Bluetooth. And the neat thing about the Bluetooth is, again, you know what? Now you don't actually have to answer your phone anymore, you know, from the phone itself. You're going to hear it over the speakers of the vehicle, and that's great because it's safety and it's convenience. I mean, you don't really want to, you know, be on the phone the whole time with, you know, with your phone. You actually want to have that ease of use and keep your eyes on the road and enjoy your car while you're talking on the phone, I guess. So it's nice. On top of that, you have a nice leather-wrapped steering wheel, and this really adds to, you know, feeling like you're in a luxury vehicle, a luxury sports car. And I love the fact that this is in there. It's really nice and sleek. On top of that, you have, you know, just a nice dash. If you take a look at how gorgeous the dash looks, it's one of the nicest dashes I've ever seen in a car. And you actually have maintenance minder system in this car, tire pressure monitoring system in this car. And what's great about the maintenance minder system and the tire pressure monitoring system is the fact that, one, you never have to guess when you have maintenance due on this car. You're always going to know. You're always going to know what kind of fuel life you have left, and you're going to know when your next oil change is, because there's a little wrench that's going to come up there, and it's going to let you know, hey, listen, you got to change my oil. So that's kind of nice. On top of that, you have a tire pressure light, and what's good about the tire pressure light is that you don't have to guess if you're high on your tire pressure, if you're low on your tire pressure. It's just going to let you know that you have to check the tire pressure because it might be overinflated or underinflated, and that way you can just stop and take a look at that. On top of that, take a look at this. This is a 2-zone climate control, and again, independent of each other. So if, for example, you want your side a little bit cooler or warmer from your passengers, you can always do that. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to compromise anymore. Now you can have it your way, and it's a really nice feature. On top of that, you have a 6 CD changer, and it's in dash, so you don't have to load your CDs into a separate compartment. This is already in the dash, if you can really tell, and it's a nice feature to have. You also have XM satellite radio, and that's actually a free service for 90 days that Honda offers you. It's already in there. You don't have to pay extra for it. It's already wired into the vehicle. On top of that, you have a really nice display. This display is going to show you the time. It's going to show you the temperature of the cabin itself, and it'll let you just, you know, toggle through the different options for the climate control. And it's really nice because it's a very clear display, and I just like the way it looks. It's really nice. Toward this side, you're going to see that you actually have heated seats, and heated seats, again, are nice because if you live in the Northeast like we do, you know, it gets a little chilly in the winter, so you want to make sure that you can heat up the seats and be nice and comfortable in these seats. So, you know, that's a nice feature. You have standard, you know, cup holders in here, so this is pretty nice. Just fit your cups in there, and it's really easy to get to, and if you don't ever want to look at the cup holders, just close it up a little bit, and that's nice. Toward this, on your armrest, you have 3 cool things. You have a power outlet, you have an auxiliary jack, and you have a USB audio interface. The auxiliary jack, you can plug just about any kind of audio device and play it through the aux jack. And you also have a USB audio interface. And the USB audio interface is really cool. It's going to allow you to play an audio device say like an MP3 player, like an iTouch, something like that, and plug it in, it'll charge it, and it'll play through the speakers in the vehicle. So it's really, really neat. And you don't have to take your hands off and actually fiddle with the device itself. You could just do it straight from here on your steering wheel. And you know what? That's a really, really cool feature. Let me close this up. And another nice thing that I wanted to show you guys, it's the one-touch power moonroof. And actually, you can just slide this back if you don't necessarily want to open it up. And just kind of, you know, get a little, I'm like claustrophobic sometimes, so I like the fact that there's a sunroof in the car. So that's really, really nice. And again, really easy to use. Check this out. I'm gonna touch the button one time, and it's a one-touch power moonroof. See that? Really easy. And you could just touch it in the opposite direction, and it'll close. And it's also got a really nice tilt feature. Look at that. See? Really, really easy. Now you don't want it anymore, just close it up. It's not even there. In addition to that, you have your glove box right here. You can fit just about anything in that glove box. And this is actually, you can lock that with the keys that come in the car. And if you want to valet park it, you could just give them the valet key, and the valet key will not open the glove box. So you can keep your personal belongings in there without having anybody really mess around with it, and that's kind of nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough of the 2011 Honda Accord EXL Coupe. If you have any questions or you'd like to find out more about our vehicles, log on to hillsidehonda.com, or if you have any questions for me, email me at askmanny@hillsidehonda.com. Thanks guys, have a great day.